बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम रब्बिश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली। अस्सलामु अलैकुम dear viewers. Dear students, let's resume our presentation that deals with course contents and paper pattern of English Part 2 second year. Here comes episode 2. Here come some examples of prepositions. Prepositions show relation between nouns or pronouns and other words. Prepositions are assumed tricky. It's okay, but if we try to cover them right from the beginning, they may not frighten us. Rather, we will frighten them. So don't get afraid of prepositions. Try to cover them, try to learn and prepare them, and ultimately you will feel very convenient dealing with them. Never let Urdu prepositions interfere with the English prepositions. For example, it's 7 by my watch, not on my watch, at my watch, in my watch. Though in Urdu, it should be either in or at, but not by. Some prepositions have got some rules regarding time, place, etc. The others have got no rules. Different words have got different prepositions. We are to prepare them, we are to memorize them. From examination point of view, some prepositions are repeated in the question papers. So if we prepare them, if we prepare especially of the last previous 5 to 6 years papers, we may deal with them very remarkably and competently. First one, he is fond dash sweets. So here we are to insert the appropriate option. Fond, eager, keen. Now eager and keen take for, but the word fond does not take for. Interested takes in. The related senses are there in all the words. We are to prepare fond. Fond takes which word? Here is a tip, a mnemonic. Don't get confused with on. You are to go the reverse order. You are to take the U-turn. O and F means of. So fond, learn or get it fixed in your mind with the association that OF, if it is read reversedly, it becomes of. So he is fond of sweets. The options are in, for, of, and with. Though for and in are also confusing and they may deceive us. Anyhow, get it fixed once for all. Fond takes off. Fond of sweets. He congratulated me dash my success. Congratulate. Express good expressions, feelings, good wishes on some achievement. Congratulate normally we use for in everyday language. It's not correct. Get it fixed in your mind. Congratulate for is the incorrect expression. Congratulate. Here is the mnemonic. On. Congratulate takes on. Here is the on. Congratulated me on my success. Congratulate takes the preposition on. The answer itself lies in the word congratulate. The options are on, of, for, and at. Of and at are eliminated. The comparison is to be made between on and for. For is used incorrectly in the everyday language. On, technically speaking, is the right option. Now, in future, you are not to forget it. On is there in congratulate. The third and last portion of the objective portion is correction. We are to choose one sentence out of the four options that is correct in every regard. Let's try to choose the correct sentence. The first option is he is so weak to walk. He is so weak to walk. Let's think about the related grammatical point here. So weak. So to the extent. So should take something again here. He's so weak that he cannot walk is the right expression. So here is the missing, that he is unable, that he cannot. So is not the right expression here. It should take some other expression here. We are to eliminate this one. The second option is he is too weak to walk. Now, if we get help from our previous knowledge, this type of sentences may be there in our mind, fixed. He is too tired to walk. He is too old to walk. Such type, likewise sentences we have heard, we have used, we have written. It may be the right option. He is too weak to walk. 2 TOO takes 2 plus V1. TOO with some adjective weak, and what does it take to? TOO takes 2 plus V1 infinitive. Probably is the right answer. We are to check the other options. He is very weak to walk. Now he is very weak. It's okay. Stop. He cannot walk. Stop. Then it's the right option. Very should take something else or should not take anything. Very and to are not related. Let's eliminate it. He is much weak to walk. We can say he is very weak. He is much exhausted. It means much is normally used before the third form of the verb. The third form of the verb that serves there as an adjective. Much exhausted, much irritated, much fatigued, much should take normally the third form of the verb. Here the expression is otherwise. So let's eliminate this too. The right option that is left is the beta option. He is too weak to walk. We will discuss these grammatical points in our grammar series. However, get it fixed in your mind. Much is used normally before third forms of the verb and very otherwise very interesting but much interested, very weak, much exhausted, etc. The exception is there regarding tired and pleased. Keep in mind, very tired, very pleased, not much tired, much pleased. None of these two novels is worth reading. Here are noticeable points regarding the usage of none and the related verb, and also to. None, keep in mind, is used for more than two. Keeping in mind this point, none is eliminated. We are not to consider any other point because none is used for more than two. It's enough to eliminate this option. Neither or neither of these two novels are worth reading. Now again, neither, to, and are. Neither or neither is used for two. It means neither of these two novels. Till now, up to this stage, the sentence is error free. It's okay. Proceed. Are. Here comes the error. Neither is used as a singular pronoun. It should take the singular verb here. So let's eliminate this option as well. Neither of these two novels is worth reading. Here now neither, to, and is. All are related and used correctly. So seemingly this is the right option here. We are to move ahead and consider the fourth option. None of these two novels are worth reading. The difference between alpha option and the delta option just is and are. Again, none is used for more than two. Eliminate it. The right option, that is the left one, is beta or Charlie. The difference between them is the usage of are and is. Is because neither, either are used for two, none, any or anyone are used for more than two. Normally, all are used as a singular pronoun. All take singular verbs. At least, at least up to the level of inter. We are to consider all of them singular. None has got variation. When you move towards the higher class, none can have the option of plural. Anyhow, in this class, you are to take none also as a singular pronoun. Now it's a turn of short questions. Question number 2, 3, and 4 of the question paper are related to the short questions. Examples are here. Question number 5. Write an essay of 300 to 400 words on any one of the following topics. Computers, my first day at college, my hero in history, horrors of war. A rough division, some current device, computers, mobile phones, etc. Some current topic, horrors of war, terrorism, coronavirus, etc. One is related to college, my first day, last day, pleasures of college life, ideal student, etc. And one is my hero in history, my favorite hobby, my aim in life, etc. Question number 6. Use any five of the following idioms and phrasal verbs in sentences of your own. Examples are a burning question, break with, face the music, run down, under a cloud, call off, and a hard pill to swallow. A burning question, face the music, under a cloud, a hard pill to swallow. These are idioms. And break with, run down, and call off are called phrasal verbs. Verbs with some preposition or adverb. They are called phrasal verbs. They normally change the entire sense of the word. This also happens in the idioms. But in the idioms, there may be some sense. A burning question, face the music, under a cloud, a hard pill to swallow. Break with, run down, call off are called phrasal verbs. To make the meaningful sentences. For example, how to cure COVID-19 is the burning question of the day. If we do not work hard for the exam, we will face the music. We will face the consequence, the result of our negligence. And the match was called off due to heavy rain. Due to heavy rain, the match was delayed, cancelled, postponed. The entire sense is there. Each sentence carries 2 marks. 5 sentences carry 10 marks. Question number 7. Translate the following passage into English. A passage in Urdu is given there and we are to translate it into the English language. Now the order is reverse. In the first year, you have translated a passage from English to Urdu. Now you are to do reverse otherwise. Anyhow, note is there, English medium or foreign candidates will write a paragraph on, for example, unemployment. They have got the option to skip the translation and write a paragraph. कल अल्लामा इकबाल हमारे कौमी शायर हैं, वो सियालकोट में पैदा हुए, etc. This question also carries huge weightage. 15 marks are there for this question. Here come the bigger pictures for your understanding. You may better understand them. You can pause the video and have a detailed look at the papers. I do hope that this session of ours has removed all types of confusion and misunderstanding from your mind. You are very much clear now, crystal clear about the paper pattern, the course contents, and everything else. More tips to attempt the paper. The presentation regarding this topic will be uploaded very soon. Bye for now. Fi amanillah. Allah Hafiz.